I used NA10 to create a Black Mirror clone of myself, and this clone looks just like me, it sounds just like me, and it can spend all day selling. And you're not gonna believe the video I was able to make using this clone, which I'm gonna show you in a second. But before I show you the video, I just want to explain how exactly this all works. So I was inspired by one of my favorite TV shows, Black Mirror. So if you haven't watched it before, Black Mirror is all about taking technology and showing how it can lead us to this dystopian future. And one of the videos was about how someone created an AI clone of someone. So I thought, let's see how far we can take this with the technology we have today. So I'm using NA10, I'm using HeyGen and AI avatar software, and ElevenLabs to clone my voice. And I'm thinking, can I bring these tools together to create something that would be useful for business? And let me show you what I was able to make happen. So the first thing I was able to do is create an NA10 automation where I can take my AI clone and I can get it to scrape a lead's data. So this is like a CIA background check. I was able to get their email, their website. I was able to get all their information on their LinkedIn profile, their company LinkedIn profile. And I was able to take all this personal detail and then put this into ChatGPT to create a personalized video script. So this is a video that's just purely for them based on their very specific details. When I had that script, I was then able to use NA10 to bring this into HeyGen and ElevenLabs to create an AI avatar video, which is what you can see here. So this is not me. This is an AI avatar of myself that's been trained using videos of me and using audio of my voice with ElevenLabs. So it sounds exactly like me. So what I was able to do with this is to be able to create videos for email outreach at scale. And these are more personalized than anything I've seen out there. So the first thing you'll notice is the thumbnail is personalized. So here it says, "Hi Omar." This dynamically takes the data I've scraped and puts it in here. So the thumbnail is immediately personalized if you want to put it into an email. Of course, the script is personalized, the video is using my AI avatar and AI audio clone. So this is using AI for a crazy level of detail that just has not been possible before. So yeah, let me show you the video and what I was able to make happen. So I'll play the video and then I'll explain a bit of the context behind it.
Hi Omar, what if we could take your AI funnelpreneur's magic and transform it into a supercharged AI funnel that makes your University of Bath cohorts enviously curious?
So that's the video. First of all, it sounds a lot like me and it looks a lot like me, right? It's not going to be a perfect replica, but for a very short video, unless you knew me personally, it'll be very difficult to tell. And what it's doing here is it scraped a website I have, which is a newsletter, which will be coming soon. But this is kind of a bit outdated, but it was able to scrape this and it said a part about University of Bath, which is the university I went to. So I was able to use hyper specific detail that's personal to me to be able to create this video, and that will immediately stand out. So let me show you how you can actually go about and make something like this at scale. So all of this is done in NA10. This is the workflow, and let me break down how I went about creating this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to bring in the data. So we have this Google Sheets here, and the data you want to start off with is a lead's email, first name, last name, LinkedIn URL, their website, and the organization LinkedIn. If you think this is a manual process to get all of this, I have an entire video that shows you how you can get this at scale. You basically scrape Apollo and you get all this information in a big CSV. So this is a way of shortcutting this process. You can get this in a free school community. The link of that is in the description. So when you have that data, you can start off and bring it into the NA10 workflow. So as you see here, we're just bringing in the data that we're starting with. Next, we're going to use a different workflow. So here, this node basically allows us to call on another workflow in N8N. The workflow we're calling on is something I've created before called the Zuck Spy workflow. So this is a really cool piece of automation I've created where I can take anyone, I can scrape their company website, I can scrape their LinkedIn and scrape their LinkedIn company profile and take all of that personal detail and I can use it to create a hyper personalized. It could be an icebreaker, it could be a video script, whatever it may be. You update it in this OpenAI node here. So this part, you're scraping the data, and on the right, the OpenAI part, you're creating your actual script. So if you want access to this, again, all of this is free in my free school community. So you can see here how I built it, and then the two workflows I just showed you, you can get here. So you just literally download it here. When you go into N8N, click the top three buttons and press import from file, and then you get access to this. So you can follow along if you want to. So once you do this, you're then able to scrape all this personal detail and create your personalized email script. This is how this workflow works. Then we go back into the main one. We now have this personalized email script. So if we press into this, what we can see is we're outputting an icebreaker. So this is my short email script where it says, "Hi Omar, imagine an AI powered marketing funnel, yada, yada, yada." So this is our personalized script we've just created. We then bring this in, and the next part of the workflow is actually generating the AI avatar video. So to do this, I'm using HeyGen and ElevenLabs. So let me take you into HeyGen. In HeyGen here, what you want to do is you want to create a template. So you see here, I've created a template, and let me click into this to show you how it works. So you want to create a template, and within the template, you want to create your own custom avatar. So I've created an avatar of myself. It's really simple. All you need to do is record about a 5-minute clip of you speaking. You sometimes need to have a bit of trial and error to get a good avatar. So if you're looking around too much, or it's too many hand movements, too little hand movements, you're blinking too much, it can look a bit off. So a bit of trial and error there. But once you have a good avatar, you then can create your template. So within the template, I added this element where I said, "Hi, first name." And you can see I'm using curly brackets on first name to show HeyGen I want this to be a dynamic variable where I'm going to put the data in. So you can see the personalization we're adding. And then here within the script, I've added another variable that just says message. So by putting these two in, I then am able to add the data from my N8N workflow dynamically to create this video. So once you've set that up, you can go back and you want to get the template ID. So here, edit template ID. Get template ID. We then go back into our workflow, and here we have a process of we use this HTTP node where we generate the video. It goes through this workflow, and what we're doing here is we're using another node where we're just checking if the video has been created, because it takes a few minutes. If it hasn't been created, we just go back around. This wait node waits about a minute and then it checks again. And it keeps checking every single minute and it goes around. So this happens until the video is created. And once it is, we then output the data. And we get this Google Sheets that has the video download link, and we can add a share URL as well. And let me show you how that actually looks like. So once the video is downloaded, so if you go to the home page, then we can, let me find the right one I used. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about, there we go. Then you have a video where you can share it. So this is really cool because this is very easy to access, and this is all hosted on HeyGen. So that's really the entire process. I've not gone into the details of the nodes and how they work, but if you want to get that, is really easy. You just can download the workflow, you can click in and see how I've set it up. And if you have any questions, I have my free school community. Just post a message there and I'll be happy to answer any questions and helping you set this up. So yeah, this is the AI Black Mirror avatar clone workflow. I hope you find it useful, and it's just fun playing around with this tech to see what we can do with the different AI tools we have available to us in business. When it comes to outreach, it's always been accepted that if you want to scale, you need to drop back your personalization. But if you want to get really good response rates, they need to be super personalized and do that all manually. But AI is coming in right now and it's completely changing how everything works on a fundamental level. And this is being proven. Like, this workflow did not take me too long to create. And I haven't even optimized it and tested it if I were to actually take this out and use it. So yeah, it's very exciting times. If you want to learn more about how to use AI automations, AI agents within your business, then either check out the school community or give this channel a subscribe. I'll catch you next time.